and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my home garage here. It's kind of funny because this is where the YouTube channel started. If you are an OG subscriber, you remember I used to film every single intro and outro in front of this very toolbox. With the background, it's actually missing some parts because I decided to mulch some of them with OV skid loader. That was super funny, guys. If you didn't see that video, go back and watch that. That was a total blast to film. It was kind of random, kind of goofy, but had a lot of fun with some of the stuff, so that explains some of the missing truck parts on the background. If you are here for the first time and you just want to see the product, you can go ahead and skip forward to that. I'm trying to get better at marking the chapters and timeline stuff here. But today, we are going to be talking about a product here for the Jeep. Now, if I spin you guys around, we got Tori's Tahoe in here and her Jeep, which we have been actively trying to sell. I did price it kind of high, trying to get some of our money back and let people talk us down. You know, I'm a normal market person just like everybody else. But anyways, since it has been sitting a while, I went to start it and it did not want to start. I even used the Viking jump pack here, which I actually really love. This thing kicks butt. So it did a great job of starting the Jeep, but then the sucker just wanted to die immediately because the battery is run down. Now, a new battery is about 250 bucks, I think. Batteries are expensive. I remember putting them in the Duramax, and it was 500 for a set of two. So I imagine batteries are super expensive. So I figured before we go getting a new battery, let's try out this. This is a Noco Genius 1, and this is a battery maintainer. It's supposed to revive batteries back to life. So we're going to be hooking this thing up to the Jeep and seeing if we can bring this battery back up. That way when we go to do test drives and everything, it's ready to go. If we do deem that the battery is bad, obviously I don't want to sell a vehicle with a bad battery, so I will replace it. I'm not that cheap, but just for the sake of argument, we should see if this sucker works. So first we'll go ahead and unbox it here and then show you guys what we're talking about. But here it is. Found this sucker on Amazon super cheap. It was like 30 or 40 bucks. Prices always fluctuate, but this is all it is, man, and it's supposed to be super small and compact. Plug right into the wall there, plug it into the Jeep. So let's get this opened up, get the Jeep opened up, and see what this sucker does. And boom, this is all she is. Look at that sucker. Noco Genius 1, and it's able to switch between the different battery modes, 12 volt, which is most of these cars, 12 volt AGM, 12 volt lithium, and a 6 volt. So a bunch of different settings on there. It does look like it's got some alligator clips that come with it, so that's nice. Or you can take an Allen head and remove this and tie it directly to the battery so it stays on there if your car is going to be sitting for a long time and you just want to maintain it. It also has a fuse in there, so in case it does surge, it does not fry all your electronics. So that's a nice little safety option, and it's just super small and compact. So we'll be able to get this sucker plugged into the wall, set it to 12 volt, hook it up, and then hopefully in a couple days, we've got juice, man. We need some juice, don't we? Okay, and just to show you how dead it is, I have the keys here, and it won't even lock or unlock at all. The windshield wipers were stuck up from when I was jumping it before. Oh, at least it smells good in here. Foot on the brake. Where's the restart button? Nothing. Not even a single light. So she is completely dead. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't fooling you guys. You know how people can be. So anyways, now let's go ahead and see. Get this sucker plugged in. Let's find the wall outlet. Okay. Move that up. Plug this guy in. Okay, it lights up green. 6 volt. How do I choose the mode? So it's got power. So we'll take this end. Looks like it's got a cap on there. Gosh, it's dark. I should have got a light over here, huh, boy? Alright, so these two plugged right into each other, and it even clicked, so that way you know that they are fully engaged. And then we have the positive and negative terminals here, which we can match up, red to red, black to black, and then see what it does. So let's go ahead, get our negative cable first, plug that sucker on there. Nice and good. And then our positive. Okay. Positive and negatives, both on there. Let's go back to our wall here and see if now we can, there it goes. 12 volt. And now, should we time lapse the next couple days? I think it takes a while to charge, especially if it's fully dead, which this battery is. So we're going to have to catch up with you guys here in a couple days, but I think it's as simple as that. And you know, I'm a simple guy, don't read too many instructions, but I see that a green light on the box probably means your battery's good to go. And I just noticed, if I look over at the wall, she got a red light. So I imagine once she green, she good. Green good, red bad, right? All right, guys, it is exactly a week later, and I actually remembered the camera light today, so we got a little bit better lighting. That was actually green, so we should be good to go now. So hopefully, and now it's right back to red as soon as I turn this back on. So hopefully we didn't interrupt the power cycle since my outlet is kind of loose over here, but I swear it was just green. Hopefully it'll change for us. If not, we're gonna wait some more. The key is not responding, so that's a bad sign. See if we got any sort of lights. A little bit of light, so that's flickering there, on and off. So 7 days in, and we got a little flicker up there, a little flicker up in there. Just completely torched still. 7 days into it, and this sucker is still not going. Now I can't help but think that maybe it fell out of the charger down there, but I swear that sucker was green. Now, check my connections. They still look good. I don't understand what's taking this darn thing so long. 7 days is such a long time to wait. Okay, so it has been about 16 or 17 days now, and we are still going on the red. It is fading in and out, and I don't think we have very much of any progress on it. Lock and unlock is not working. Let's see what we got for lights inside. Any improvements? Doesn't look like much of anything in here. Try to start. Oh, little flash. And nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the battery's dead at this point, and I cannot wait any more than 17 days for a dang battery. We got to get this sucker going. So I'm gonna pull the battery and go get a new one. Unplug that booger from the wall, unplug that from the battery, and yeah, we'll keep the product because we can probably use it on a different application, maybe on the L5P or one of the other trucks. So yeah, we'll keep it. It's probably not a total loss. Like I said, the product probably works good, but we got to get this battery out and get this Jeep running. So the battery was super easy to get out. I just had to take a 10mm socket and undo the hardware on the negative terminal. And then this one here on the positive terminal, that slid off. And then there was one longer bolt, this one for the battery tie down, if you can see that right there. And then it had this nice cover over it too. So taking care of that battery, but that was super simple. Just had to have a long extension to get down to the brace. But anyways, let's get over to AutoZone now and see what's up with the battery. Alright, so we just rolled out of the auto parts store here, and there we got our new battery right there. 250 bucks, just as expected. Also picked up some other goodies for the Duramax here, because she's cooked too. We'll have to talk about that. I got a little fixer-upper, so now we got 250 in the battery, plus another 30 or 40, whatever I said earlier about the Noco charger. So yeah, we're just adding up in a lot of work, but you know what? We're going to be able to repurpose this sucker, and it'll just be nice to get back on the road because we got stuff to do. And now I might actually need to drive the Jeep while I fix the Duramax. So we'll talk about that in the next video. Alright, so I definitely put the battery in backwards on the first attempt, so sorry about that. I did get the cover on. This has to go on before the positive cables go on. So found that out the hard way too. Had all these dang Boost Auto Parts wiring harness cables here that I had to fight around. But each dropped in there, locked down, and now we got the terminals connected. So next we should be able to see if the new battery fixed it or if we've got some major electrical. So we got the keys here. Oh yeah, headlights are on. Sucker. Boy, I tell you what. Let's make sure we don't have any other tools under the hood, huh? Whew! The LEDs are bright. Yeah, I think she's put back together, folks. Let's go ahead and start her up. Oh, what a relief. This thing hasn't been started in months. No way, guys. Just like that, we're back to life. Yes. So pumped about this. Alright, so the battery's in and the Jeep has been running great. I drove it to work today and it ran just fine. Check engine light came off. Everything looks good to go. Again, I am disappointed that the Noco charger did not bring the battery back to life, but it was just too far gone, which is just fine. We're going to find other uses for this product, like I said, so no harm, no foul. New battery in the Jeep, good to go. You guys make sure to stick around because we got some more projects coming for the Duramax and got some other cool trucks to show off to you guys. That's what the channel's mainly about, diesel trucks, ATVs. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, help somebody out in the comments, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. God bless you all. Peace.